Welcome everyone to another episode of Let Me Finish. This is your boy Dom.
Season 3, we in this bitch. This is your boy Greg.
Greg, we are still in season 2.
Really?
Yes.
How are we still in season 2?
We never
Because
finished.
season 2 was only 5 episodes.
We're
so
not
far.
finished yet. We're to season 2. Anyway, this is your boy Antonio, third of the pod. Not season 3, but this is season 2. Antonio, what's up, guys?
We've missed you guys.
We miss you so bad.
so much. I know that it's been a while since we dropped a new episode. We had to take a hiatus for a bit just to like recharge. And the last time you all heard from us was right before Thanksgiving. So
Needless to say, the holidays happened. and
yeah, the holidays happened.
The end of year fatigue at work happened.
Burnout.
Yeah, we just kind of like
We all just dropped the
didn't
ball.
get back together for another episode.
Yeah, and it was great for us because we really just needed that time to kind of recharge and just kind of just take a break for a second. But we missed you, especially our Sri Lanka fans. Like we
Yeah.
miss y'all so much.
Top 30 in Sri Lanka. What's up?
Top
They
30.
probably took us out of their feed. They probably forgot about us.
That's why we're back, though. We're back. We're going to take over Sri Lanka. We're going to take over
And all the surrounding countries.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we know.
I don't know what's around Sri
Somebody
Lanka,
pull
but
up
we're taking
Google
over.
Maps.
We're going to start somewhere, though. Yeah.
But I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be sitting here with my other co-hosts and just to talk about what's been going on since our hiatus. I know that you guys have been wanting to know and you guys have been missing us. So we're just going to talk a little bit about what the hell has been going on since we haven't been on the mic.
Yeah, this is kind of just a chill episode because we don't want to come back and make it heavy or complicated. And, because typically we are a topic-based podcast for maybe we got a new listener or whatever.
Mhm.
During our break. We probably didn't. But this is just like a light, you just chat, catch up, nothing heavy, nothing crazy. So I don't know if you want to start down, but I was just going to ask you guys so literally what's funny? It's been literally about 2 months since we recorded. Our last episode dropped on November 15th.
Mhm.
So in the last 60 days, what's been life like, guys?
60 days, man, a lot can change in 60 days.
Yeah.
But in the same time, you're also like, 60 days? It's been 60 days? What the fuck? I mean, I have
Facts.
like a mindset shift. Like, I know January 1st, 2024 ain't no different than, December 31st, 2023.
Right.
But just that symbolic nature of
Something clicks.
turning the motherfucking page,
Yep.
leaving some shit in the past.
It's a new year, new me.
New me, yeah, and it's just mindset shit.
Yeah. It's all mental.
Right. So, joy was the word that I wrote down at the end of the year.
Mhm.
Like, I could work out more, I could advance in my career, I could do like all these like things, but I realized I wasn't having any joy
Right.
in my life, right? And that's what was missing, right?
Mhm.
And so then I went to church, shout out church.
Shout out to church.
And they were like, kind of in line with what I was even thinking was, you're too focused on the what. And like I was saying, like the covering your own ass and protecting yourself and surviving and
Mhm.
paying your mortgage and all that shit. Like that's the what. But if you don't got a why,
Mm,
a purpose,
mm.
Preach.
then
All right.
none of it's going to be worth it. You're just going to feel empty inside. And so I connected the dot between joy, this word that I kept writing down, to that's my why. And then they were like, but the why can't be for you because I had joy written down as like, I need to have more joy. They're like, the why has to be how you interact with other people and what
Mhm.
you do for other people. So that's been my thing is like at work,
Mhm.
I want to bring people joy, right? People that I bitched out, talk shit about behind their back, get on my last nerve. I just woosah and I try to bring joy in every interaction. Like
Right.
a cashier, you go to Burger King. I don't know why I said Burger King, Starbucks. So that's where I'm at, man.
Well,
So-
good. You are definitely preaching out there for the listeners.
Man, that was deep. Okay, so let me ask you though. So you said initially you started off, you kept writing joy down. So initially it was, how do I bring myself joy? But it seems like you came to the point where you want joy for yourself, but are you doing it by giving joy to others? Is that kind of okay?
I think that's how it's like. The why can't just be about you. And this joy word, I was focused on like I want to experience more joy. And I think that it's like it turned it outwards in the sense that like
That's kind
I
of
want to
cool.
give people joy,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. I respect that.
And on the flip side, I'm like now very conscious of like what takes away joy, like even what people take away joy.
Mhm.
So happy to say my house is full of joy right now because I got my boys back here in the hot seat. What about
yes.
y'all?
I would
Turned it right
say,
quick.
piggybacking off of you, like your word going forward, is joy. I would say mine is focus. Like
Focus.
I want to be. Last year was such an unfocused year for me because I was all over the place. Like I was all scattered,
I get it.
and it's like even towards the end of the year, I was like, oh my gosh, the holiday's coming up. Am I going home? I got to worry about work. I got to worry about trips. If I'm going on trips and planning for that, getting gifts. Like it was just a lot going on. Work was super busy. Like just having to like manage that and like be in a relationship. It's just a lot.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to be able to focus more on a lot of things. Like I want to focus more on myself and I want to focus on my goals that I have set because I'm a very goal focused, goal minded person. Like I have these goals and I'm pretty good about like, reaching them,
Mhm.
focusing and doing what I need to do. But last year was just a mess for me focus wise. So I
Same.
think I've
Preach.
taken a step back from a lot of things early on, starting this year, to like focus on certain goals. Like I'm not going to go out as much.
Mhm.
I'm not playing volleyball this season for the first time. I've never
What?
taken a full season off.
I can invite you to stuff on Fridays.
Yeah, you can invite me stuff on Fridays. I'm available. And that's probably going to be until August or September until I try to start playing again. So I'm going to have a lot of free time
To crush your goals.
to crush my goals and just to focus. And that's just the mindset that I want to be in. And I don't want there to be any unnecessary distractions.
Absolutely. And I get what you're saying about focus. Like that was a struggle for me last year. And like it's almost like you're in between different like radio stations, right? And
Mhm.
you're getting both of them. It's like so many frequencies at
So much
once,
static.
right? And to really be successful at anything, you gotta like tune it to the actual station and focus on that one thing.
Or you have to
right?
dial it back.
You have to get rid of
Yeah, to
the
dial
bullshit.
it back.
Yeah, essentialism is it's like a philosophy. It's right. If it's not like vital to your survival or your goals or anything,
Mhm.
it's extra noise, right?
Yes.
It's bullshit. So how are you going to be more like goal focused? Like how are you going to achieve your goals? Are you a list
I think it's a mindset thing. I think I have to sit down with myself and accurately decide on what goals are attainable this year
Mhm.
and just to focus on those and not let myself get distracted. I think it's more mental than anything.
No, for sure. For sure. It's mental and also it's reasonable in the sense that like you got to define the plan to get to your goal, right?
Right.
And so like you can't just be like, I want to lose weight this year. It's like
Mhm.
in the month of January, I want to cut back on sugary drinks. Like,
Right.
It has to be like a gradual process, right?
It's like
100%.
that's how you get to that goals. And I want to
And
segue.
Mr. Goals. No, I was like,
Oh,
Antonio's being
no.
real quiet because he's all about goals all
No.
the time.
So actually, this is the perfect segue. So initially, when you guys said words, I didn't have a word this year, but as you
Mhm.
guys were talking, I figured out my word because of what I've been doing lately. So my word for this year is accountability. And
Okay.
we're talking about self accountability.
Self accountability. Okay.
So a lot of what you said, Dom, I'm very much in line with right now.
Mhm.
So one thing I started this year is kind of like the rest of us. I kind of started to fall off the last part of the year
Mhm.
because I do so much during the year that, just like you said, like Greg had made a great analogy about the radio station. You have all these stations going, you can't tune in to anything. And I think I burned out, especially by the time we start recording, I burned out.
Yeah.
I'm
This-
saying, bro.
Yeah, like December, other than my job, I didn't do anything. And it was intentional. Like I just didn't have the energy. And I'm still kind of in that space. But one thing I did is there's a book I'm reading right now, or audiobooks. I'm not reading it because who's doing all that?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I can't sit and read a book.
And an audiobook, if you finish it, you read a book.
Yeah.
Yes.
That, I 100% agree.
Yeah, so I'm halfway in this book. It's called Can't Hurt Me. And the title, whatever. But what I'm getting from the book is that it's the story of this guy. His name is David Goggins. And his whole thing is basically like he started off as like this is just a complete fuck up. Just everything in life went wrong.
Mhm.
Just terrible parents, terrible situations and
Mhm.
whatnot. And I'm not done with the book yet. But his whole point is that you know, I started off, I had nothing. I was, you know, overweight, fat, terrible parents, almost single parent home,
Mhm.
you know, violence, drugs, abusive, every bad thing that could happen.
Right.
And it's the story is his journey of how he got to where he's at, where he's this very successful person who's very extremely goal driven. And he's like accomplished so many great things. A lot of them are dealing with physicality, but he's done so many things, even though he's like ADHD. And me and Greg talked about that, where I discovered I'm ADHD. And part of what led me here is that,
TikTok.
well, TikTok, but the last couple of months, I've been trying all these things and like pills and thesis and whatnot. And
Side note, real quick. I feel like it's each having a word like joy, accountability.
Really?
They're like the name of the thesis medicines.
They kind of are. They are a little bit, actually, yeah. But what led me to this point of accountability is that from this book, this guy basically he says, you know what, at the end of the day, everybody's brains operates differently. And you might be ADHD, you may not be. But one thing I've had to do is I've had to hold myself accountable for every little thing. And it's annoying and I hate it. But for me to get to a point where I want to be, especially this year, like one of my things is financial. I have to hold myself accountable on a micro level. I'm talking about, I have an accountability mirror now in my home, and I look at it every evening and every morning before I leave and go to bed.
No way.
And
Do you talk to it?
Yeah.
I
do.
love that.
I do. I actually do talk to it. But I have sticky notes on this mirror, right? And the point of the accountability mirror is the micro goals, right? So there are going to be bigger goals, like I want to pay my car off by, you know, June, right?
Right.
Mhm.
But I have it on the mirror, like, you know, pay so much money this week. Like I'll write my daily goals on this mirror every day, or a weekly goal, short-term goal. So I look at it every day, because what I realize is, for me, I have to see it. I literally have to see it for me to keep like on track. Otherwise, if I don't see it, then it slowly slips from my brain. So
Right.
so again, long story short,
I'm like,
I'm
I
on
need
the
to take
path.
notes right now. Like,
Right.
for the week. And wait, so do you repeat the goal? Like,
yeah, so some goals stay there. Some goals like change. Like one of my goals is burn 1,000 calories every day. So that's going to stay there, because in some way, form, or fashion, I need to burn 1,000 calories. I might write a work goal, like, hey, I need to complete this for work today. I might write a goal of, again, it can be big or small, but I have to write everything down, and I have to see it and visualize it, because that's what keeps me accountable. Because also what I realize is that outside accountability does not work for me. I have a friend that we don't go to the gym together, but we're gym around the same time. And I had an issue waking up early in the morning a couple weeks ago. I just could not get up. And he'd be like, hey, I'll call you. I'll come pick you up. And it did not fucking matter. I would be like, he'd call me and I'd be like, mm-mm. And I realized you have to do it yourself. So this is my way of keeping myself accountable, because I can't have outside sources, because that's not a permanent, reliable source. So again, long story short, accountability is my thing this year.
I love it. And I want to know a little bit more about the accountability mirror. How do you talk to it? How do you engage with these post-its? Like, what do you say? Like, if you didn't reach your goal,
So
like working out 1,000 calories a day. Or
yeah.
whatever.
So, I mean, the reality is there's going to be times you can't hit every goal, and that's just life, right? It's like, you know, they say you aim for the stars, go as high as possible.
Aim on the cloud, or shoot for the stars, and
Shoot
you
for
might
the
land
stars.
on the
Right. It's kind of like that, where like I do my
Oh.
best. Or
You never heard that?
I have never heard that. Is that the whole thing?
Yeah,
something
it's
like
basically
that.
like shoot for
Shoot for
like the
stars.
unattainable
the
goal, and you
stars.
might
May
like
land on a
land on a
cloud.
cloud.
halfway.
It's something
achieve
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's cute.
Never heard that.
It's basically saying
Yeah.
you're not going to get to exactly where you want to be. Like,
Yeah.
so settle for a little bit below that.
Because we're not robots, and you know, sometimes you're gonna fall short. So I don't beat myself if I fall short. It's just I keep that thing up there, and I say, all right, you can do it today, but let's try again tomorrow. Because, you know, as much as I want these goals to happen, it's a long process.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
I love that.
It's a journey.
And is it like a bathroom mirror? Because I put post-its up in my mirror one time, and then the hose came over, and I was like taking them all down really quickly, like trying to like
thought
not look
about
like a
that
crazy
too.
person.
I mean,
So-
you probably should just do it in your office. You know, therefore,
Yeah.
you're in your office is there. It's something you know.
well, I have dry erase boards, and I'll be writing down shit like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you see it. But mine is in my living room. But when I leave my bedroom, it's right there. So like, it's a place where I have to see it, no matter what I'm doing.
I think it's interesting that you said that you can't allow other people to make you accountable. You have to do it on your own. When it comes to like certain situations, it's helpful to have other people
It really
hold me
is.
accountable. Like if I had a friend that lived nearby that was like, I'm going to call you to make sure that you get up so we can go to the gym. I'll be like, you know what? I'm actually good to get up because, you know, I know that I don't want to disappoint my friend, and I also want to attain my goals. So I think I'm a person that can depending on the situation, I think
Yeah.
that outside accountability can help in certain situations.
Yeah.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I think I'm more like Tone. When I have an accountability buddy, I'm like, shut the hell up. I'll
like
do it if I want to do it.
That's
I'm like
what
a
I-
trainer.
Like, quit trying to control me.
That's how I feel, and it's not a bad thing. So, what I would say is, it's all what works for you. It's. I've done that for years. Well, I've worked out for years in the morning, and I've had people try to work out with me. And the problem is, even if someone's waiting on me,
You're like, they can't keep up.
no, it's not even that. There've been mornings I'm like, I just don't feel
They
like going
can't keep up
today.
with me.
There's that too, but sometimes I'm like, I just don't feel like going. Sorry. Even
Oh,
if-
yeah.
So it's like, so
And having the expectation to like, you have to go, it like hangs over your head, right?
That's
you
it.
want to. You
I
got to do
mean-
it with your own free will. You
Yeah.
got to really want to do it.
That's
if I
where-
had
that's where I'm
had
at.
a trainer that I was like really in, like he's really good
and paying money.
and paying money, that's going to be an outside
That's
thing that's
true,
going to keep me
but
accountable.
money is a
Like, I
factor.
paid
Anybody that
money.
you got to pay is not your buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm paying them for a service, but they're also going to keep me accountable and make sure that I'm trying to reach that goal. That
Let's get a personal trainer and maybe do it.
I'm
joint
already
class.
looking.
Really?
Yeah.
I had one once, and I went out to his like big gym, and this
Uh-oh.
was like right around COVID, right? And so he did like an initial training, and I found him on Instagram. So I found somebody that was very pleasing to the eye, obviously.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so in his office, when he was writing down my goals, my weight, doing that, like touching me, because trying to like measure my like belly fat
yeah.
or whatever.
Don't say it like that though, touching me.
Taking your measurements.
Taking my measurements.
Yeah.
He was like, before every training session, I pray. And I was like, cool, I'm down to pray. And so he was like, okay, perfect. And he was like standing like 3 inches away from me, and he held my hands and he like bowed his head.
Mhm.
And I was like,
I'm out.
I'm like, no, I'm not like, I'm out. I'm like, this is the most erotic way to start a workout.
And then you stop going.
I went once. I went to the initial consultation, you know, and I checked. He unfollowed me on
wild.
Instagram too. so-
Really?
Wait,
Wow.
was it too much?
This is the prayer.
Was it too much?
Yeah.
Was it the prayer? No, it wasn't the prayer. It was the, oh yeah, it was right before, it was like right when COVID happened. And I think I got laid off like,
Oh, okay.
A week
okay.
later.
Oh, okay.
Finances.
Okay.
so I was
gotcha.
doing my,
It was a financial decision.
we were walking around uptown.
Okay. Before we like move on to like what we're doing this upcoming year, like, do you guys want to talk about the holidays and like how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Christmas? How was your New Year's?
Can I
Like,
get mine out the way? Because
Sure.
it was whatever.
Let's do
Like-
let's time each other and do like 1 minute or less. So to recap the holidays.
okay.
Damn, that's a minute. Who's gonna start the timer?
This is your elevator pitch for holidays.
All right, cool.
Here,
I'm
I'll
gonna-
time it.
All right. Greg's gonna set the timer, and I'm gonna talk for a minute about my holidays.
And go.
All right, cool. So I went home to see my family for Thanksgiving. I normally see my family twice a year, so I saw them. That was a good trip. I stayed in Atlanta for 7 days. That was kind of crazy. I got pretty much burned out and exhausted towards the end of it, but it was good. Christmas, what did I do? I think only thing I did is our friends Philip and Darius had like a little brunch for Christmas, and you got the date wrong. Remember that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I did that, and that was all I did. New Year's, I burned out, so I didn't. I went to my friend's farmhouse out in the middle of Texas, nowhere. Just chilled out.
Oh, you're overtime.
Damn, that's kind of hard to do in a minute.
Yeah.
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 I think you went, I gave you like 30 extra seconds.
Oh, so I get it. Oh, that was a minute 30.
Yeah, minute 30.
So that means
so,
I get a minute 30.
so we'll say 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So you have 30 more seconds. And go.
Cool. So I went to my friend's farmhouse in the middle of nowhere, Texas, chilled out. It was very isolated. And then I came back and got depressed. And then I figured out my accountability, got that book I've been reading, and then I've dug myself out of depression with the accountability mirror and setting my goals for this year. So I'm good now. That was my holidays. That's pretty much it.
And
Mhm.
stop.
Bet.
That's really cool.
All right.
Who's
You
next?
ready now? Yeah.
I'm ready. Let's go.
And hold on 1 second. Let's
So
make it
wait, is he doing 2 minutes straight then?
2 minutes straight. Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
All right, my holidays for Thanksgiving was pretty cool. Just flat out, I did not travel at all for any of the holidays that just passed. I stayed here in Texas this year because last year was a lot traveling. The week before Thanksgiving, I went to a cabin trip. That was really fun. Went to Branson, Missouri. Had a great time. Came back, had Thanksgiving dinner with family. Cool. Christmas, I stayed in town. Memphis had his family come in town. Some of them stayed with us. We had a great time for Christmas. Got to eat a lot of great food. Had some time off work. That was great. New Year's, the beginning of the year, I took the whole first week of the year off.
Nice.
Just to recharge. Me and Memphis stayed home for New Year's. I had a little couples dinner and we had champagne and we just did our own thing. And I got to recharge while I was off for a week in January. And now I'm back with my best friends recording the podcast.
That was 1 minute exactly. That you finished
2 minutes,
like 59 seconds.
2 minutes.
No, that was 1 minute.
That was only
not
1 minute?
That was not a minute.
Really?
That's no way.
I don't know. I feel like
I'm
was
watching
talking.
the seconds right here. Yeah.
That was no way. That was a
Wow.
minute.
Well, I mean, he was hard. Like by 30 seconds, I was like, how is
he so
30
efficient?
seconds? He fit in so much.
That felt like 2 minutes.
I feel like I was being rushed. So
I
I
can't-
was like,
so you watch it. All right, watch the seconds, right?
Okay.
Because I don't want to look at it.
I'll just do it from my phone because it's easier.
I'm impressed. Jeez,
Thanks.
Yeah,
and I felt like it
pretty
was
succinct.
it was cohesive too. My shit was like,
You always have to go first, and you always have to like do it on the spot, right? Like, remember when we went around the room and
It
like
did the
described
elevator?
ourselves, the elevator pitch, and he
I
was
was
first,
like-
and he was like, "I don't know."
well, at least I did better here than with that elevator.
Yeah,
pitch.
You
really
did.
But I feel like you got
His was
more out.
focused. His was structured.
Yeah, he got more out in a minute than I did in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I kept thinking I was going to run out of time. So
Yeah,
No.
it was precise.
let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I am ready.
Go.
Okay, so Thanksgiving was pretty small. You know, me being the closest kid, Abilene from Dallas, I went home and it was just a family. And I kind of vibe with it when it's not like all my siblings there. Because as a 36-year-old man, I'm still a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still get whatever I want. So I got to hang out with my grandpa, got to see my parents, obviously. And my parents love to watch TV. Like, they love to binge shit on like Netflix,
Mhm.
HBO Max. They're always looking for the newest, best show. So it's fun to go visit them and it's just us because we'll just watch like a season of a series and it's like, that's all we do. You know, it's chill as fuck.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good relaxation thing. So we watched The Bear and Only Murders in the Building. And then, oh, wait, I forgot I was being timed. Shit. Where am I at? A minute? Dom,
Keep
tell-
going.
Okay, Dom, tell me. Okay, so then Christmas was the whole family. It was like the biggest Christmas we had in years. It was my sister came with her kids.
Got
And-
1 minute left.
Okay, see the minute, right? That seemed like 3 minutes.
My
Okay,
minute was not a
anyways.
minute. Go ahead.
Okay, so then my whole family was there. My brother came from LA, and it was just like, I love my niece so much, bro. Like, I always thought little boys were more fun than girls until I had a niece, and I'm like, this is my girl, dude. She's kind of wise beyond her years, and she's funny, bro. She can make jokes like that are like us level jokes. We should have her on the pod someday.
I would, yes.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
What's it like to be a teenage girl? I like this one. Okay, and then New Year's was I decided to go to Austin because this year was so 2023 was so weird that I was like, I'm gonna go out in style. And I checked the temperature here in Dallas and it was very lukewarm. Everybody was staying in. Antonio was going to a farmhouse, you know, Dom being booed up. And so I was like, let me go all out. And then I kind of ended up, it was fun. I love my awesome people. They're my family, blah, blah, blah. But I wish I did a quiet New Year's. Let me just keep it at that.
That's 2
Are we at
minutes.
Perfect.
Y'all minutes were not my minutes. There's
I'm
no way
telling you,
I
possible.
bro.
wasn't timing you. So
I'm telling you, bro. But I was timing him and he was like under a minute.
Y'all
that's
clocks.
crazy. I could have kept talking.
Your timers don't work. I don't know what that was, but
Yeah, I don't either, man. I
Oh
was
my
like, is this
gosh.
broken? Am I looking at the wrong one?
I said like 2 things, and then I was like, all right, that's it.
You feel like there's more you need to say? We'll
No,
give you another
no,
second.
because
No.
we were only doing a minute at first, and
Oh.
then you went over.
So that's okay. That's also what's unfair. So because you guys got 2 minutes solid, so I got a minute. So I think my brain was scrambling shit, and it was like, well, you did this, that. And
Do
that.
you want to go again?
I feel like you want to
Uh,
go again.
No, sorry.
This is just like the elevator pitch.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's give him
No. I don't wanna
We'll give
go-
you a minute.
I don't want to go again because the rest is just sad. So I don't. wanna go
Okay.
again.
No, you
Well-
got depressed. Well, you did leave it as I
Depression.
got depressed.
No,
Yeah.
And I
left
was
it.
like, time.
No, he
time,
said
time.
I
he
climbed
said
out
that's
of it.
when he started his accountability stuff, and
Oh,
I got myself out of the depression.
Right.
oh, so it all comes full circle.
it all came for a circle.
Yeah.
I
So
like
you
that.
didn't even eat the full 2 minutes. So why
I
are you
did
go-
do the full 2 minutes.
Well,
Oh,
you
gosh.
got 2 full minutes,
Yeah.
maybe longer.
Mine was broken up. So, you know, the fact that I had to like pivot and stop and jump back on the train that I got kicked off of was kind of, my thing.
No, you did have it kind of like, but you launched back into it like you were ready to finish
Yeah.
the story. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, you did kind of have like interrupted time, but you had an interrupted time that gave you more time to think about what you're going to say for your final 30 to 40 seconds. I
Fair.
think it was like 50 seconds.
Fair enough.
Greg, I have questions.
What?
Questions.
As far as your parents are concerned, like, what TV shows are they liking right now? Are they like into?
It's so interesting because I brought them TV shows. I'm like, they're gonna love it,
Mhm.
and they're a little bit like conservative, right?
Mhm.
So like, if they say the Lord's name in vain too much, they start getting uncomfortable. They don't like shows that are dark.
Okay.
You know how like I can watch a TV show and be like, oh, that's scary, or oh, that's kind of dark,
Mhm.
like on the TV. They kind of like absorb it and it like sits with them in a way, like it affects them, right? They're
Okay.
like so into the show that it's like, so they like kind of like a little bit more lighthearted shows. And I showed them The Bear, which is, I don't know if y'all watched
He
it.
cusses a lot.
I'm currently
in
watching
that
it.
show.
The Bear, it's good, right?
I've only
It's good.
seen 2 episodes, but it was really good.
It's good, but I mean, I watched like 2 episodes by myself and I don't think I would have finished it. And I showed that I was like, well, I've never seen this. And it's getting a lot of like critical acclaim. A lot of people dressed as the lead character for Halloween.
Hmm.
And they were like, well, let's watch it. And then like within 3 episodes, they were like, hooked, dude. Like they love the show. They love
Okay,
the show.
so I never really got the full premise of the show, and I do want to go back and watch it. But from my understanding, he's a chef, and it's his family's business, and it's going down, and he's just trying to get it back to
But he's
where
also
it
like a
was.
classically trained chef.
yeah,
as
he's
well.
like a
He just-
5-star restaurant
he-
chef.
He just came back to the States from wherever he was at.
right.
So it's just a show about him working.
He has to come
like,
back and save this restaurant that his brother left in his
In shambles too.
In shambles.
Yeah, like they have like they just,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if he got to the point they found out how much debt he really owed in the
Right.
restaurant. He didn't know until he found out. and
Okay.
It's,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
and the
Okay.
brother,
right.
committed suicide. So it's like
I didn't know
tragic. You did know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Does
So-
that happen early on?
Oh, that well, no.
Well, the
no,
brother's
no.
not in the show.
That's the start of the show. Basically,
I thought he was working with his brother.
No,
No,
he
that's his
comes
cousin.
back to
That's
save
his
this
cousin.
restaurant
Yeah, the guy with the-
after. So that happens before the
Okay.
series
Yeah,
starts. But
okay.
they do have flashbacks to the brother and stuff. So it's like
he thought the cousin was the brother.
Yeah,
oh,
that
the
they're always like-
cousin.
that
Yeah.
they're
there
going
was-
bickering back and forth.
no,
Okay.
no.
Yeah.
Well, now I know. Now I'm going to go back and watch that show.
All right, so
Yeah.
let me jump in real quick because I'm jealous, Greg, because so with my family, my dynamic with TV is different. My
Mhm.
mother is so religious that if somebody curses too much, like 3 times, I can't watch that. So she doesn't like anything. So I remember the last couple times I'll go home and we do this whole thing every year where we start turning on TV. She's like, well, what's a good show to watch? And I'm just like, everything has cursing in it.
Mhm.
And what happens? We end up on Tyler Perry Network every year. Because I'm like, I don't know what else. I'll try to throw something out there.
Goodness.
So what my mom's okay. So remember context. My parents are from Selma, Alabama. They're
Mhm.
very simple black people. My mom does not watch anything that doesn't have black people in. That's
Mhm.
just what she's comfortable with, right?
Right.
I have nothing against Tyler Perry. The content isn't good, but I love what he's done as a person for so many people. I just can't watch those shows. They are so bad. I just can't watch it. But it's the only clean thing on TV that she's comfortable with. So we go through this Netflix shuffle and Hulu, and everything's just, what's going on? I don't get it. There's too much cursing. Why are they fucking? Because everything has cursing in it. So.
Mm.
It's it's hard to please parents. And
That's
It's
right.
not even. I won't say it has to do with their age so much that they don't want to like watch TV shows that don't have black people in it. Because I know people who are my age who are like, I'm not watching that show because it doesn't have enough representation.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that are like that,
And I get that.
I think that is
why not
something that's
Abbott
very
Elementary?
common.
You should show them that show.
Abbott's very
It's
yeah,
wholesome.
very
It's a little
wholesome.
risque. She'll probably like that. Though.
She may, because I think that's clean enough where they don't really curse. They don't curse.
They don't
No.
curse at all because it's on like
No.
network TV.
Yeah.
And there's a character that's actually like,
But there's a gay character.
Did they
Very
watch
Christian.
Blackish?
he's not overly gay though. Like you barely know.
I don't know if they watch Blackish.
Blackish is a really great show.
Yeah, but
Like,
it might actually. Yeah,
they didn't cuss.
they didn't cuss.
much at all. In
Yeah, they don't
Blackish.
curse because I think that's like ABC, like
Mhm.
old school prime time.
Yeah,
but
which is the same as Abbott. I
Yeah,
tried to show
but
my
Abbott-
parents Blackish and they didn't really like it.
that's too much.
They didn't. Why?
Blackish.
Because every episode was about being black, and I
No.
think they're like
Okay.
Blackish is
they're
too.
trying to be, you know.
If your parents are conservative, even I don't like Blackish. Blackish is too woke for me. Like they try too hard to be like. It's just I can't watch that. So
I like Blackish.
I didn't
So-
like it, but I love
My
Abbott.
dad likes Tyler Perry though.
His content,
Yeah,
like
he loves Tyler Perry
the show.
because it's Christian.
Yeah, it's Christian.
Yeah.
My parents are not like that at all. They'll pretty much will watch anything
Yeah.
without any type of prejudice or like
If it's
nothing
good, it's
like
good.
cussing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big on reality TV.
Ugh.
Y'all know my parents love Big Brother.
That's what you
and
get it
stuff.
from.
So
That's nasty.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Big Brother? What?
No,
Why?
sorry.
I said that's nasty.
That's nasty about
No, I just-
referring to
No, I'm sorry.
you
Reality
please
TV.
use another
Oh my
adjective, sir.
Sorry, no, that's a bad word. The show isn't nasty. I just hate reality TV.
Yeah, like
Oh,
they'll
I like
watch
reality
Love is
TV.
Blind and
Love
all
is
kinda
Blind? They watch Love is
stuff
Blind?
like that. So
I'm jealous
yeah,
of
they
you now.
they like that type of
Yeah.
stuff. So
At least they watch stuff. You know, and let me also provide context. It's my mom. Not my dad doesn't give a fuck. He'll watch anything. It's my mom that's just like, you can tell when someone's uncomfortable with something.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
that feeling very viscerally. Trying to show my parents a show, and they're kind of like,
you can sense it, right? It's like,
"Eee."
yeah. So it's my mom. But
and going back to your something you said in your 2 minutes about you enjoying spending time with your niece. Like
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of that because my niece is back in Tennessee and it's my only niece.
Mm.
So I'm jealous that
Well,
I don't get to spend more
The
time.
thing
with her.
is, they live in San Antonio, which isn't too far in theory, and we got Daryl there too, and
Mhm.
I have some other friends that are about to move there, so I think then I'll start visiting a lot. But like, I see her maybe 3 times a year.
That's
You
cool.
know, it's
That's
cool,
really
but
cool.
it's like when I'm around her, I'm like, she's growing up so fast. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss this.
Kids grow up really, really fast.
Yeah, so we got a trip to Palm Beach, or they do during spring break, and I got to take off and like get the plane ticket and stuff like that. It's my parents and my sister and
Mhm.
the kids, you know. So full ass trip,
Nice.
using 5 vacation days, half my vacation. Damn,
I'm going on a cruise in March for 6 days.
a 9-month cruise.
No, but it's a 6-day. I think it's 6 nights, 7-day cruise. It's insane. I've never used this much vacation time for a trip.
for one trip, like
For
at
one
one
trip,
time.
at
That's a
one
lot.
time.
Yeah.
So that's going to be
How many?
interesting. 6 nights, 7 days.
Oh my god! And how many vacation days?
6.
6.
Crazy.
And how many do you get a year?
I incur it, so it just.
Oh,
I
you
build it
incur it.
up.
You don't have to use it or lose it.
Mm.
Oh, I wish I had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So with my
That's not
job,
bad.
like I can use my sick days first. So can you use like?
I don't have sick days.
Oh,
I don't have sick days either.
Okay, never mind.
And I like that because I can go on this trip.
Mhm.
By the time I go on the trip, I should have at least like 90 hours saved up.
So just over 2
even,
weeks.
Which
even
is-
if
yeah.
I take 6 days, I'll still have 40 hours
Oh, perfect.
when I come back.
Perfect.
So yeah, and because I get a day every pay period.
You get a day every pay period,
Mhm.
and then some days don't you? Sometimes don't you have to work on holidays, and then you'll get a random day off?
No,
Oh, really?
mm-mm.
Okay.
I just get like a time and a half or something
Okay.
on a holiday if I work a holiday. But
Where's the cruise to?
we're going to Jamaica, the Caymans, and Cozumel.
Nice.
Wow.
I've been to
And
Cozumel.
So me too. That was my first cruise.
It's
Cozumel.
Memphis, and it's your sister. Is it your
Mhm.
parents?
My nieces come in.
Nice.
My parents, my dad, my stepmom, and my stepsister and her family are supposed to come. So it's gonna be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it.
That
Should be
sounds
fun.
real fun. I do want to go on a cruise, and one of my. I hope I stick to it, but like I want to travel more. I want to see the world. And you remember we had our travel episode, and we were like,
Mhm.
we like to stay home. You know, like I feel like I want to be like a little bit more proactive and like I want to go somewhere, you know, and do it.
We should. Like, I have my passport. I haven't really used it at all, and I would love to like take a trip overseas somewhere. I just want to go somewhere, but I want to do it with like my friends. Like,
I want to do it with my
I'm
friends.
too scared to do it by myself.
Oh no, I wouldn't travel by myself.
See, accountability, but travel is one thing that I do need an accountability buddy because it's like they're
Agreed.
like, "Oh, let's go here," and I'm like, okay," you know, because I'm not gonna be like the one that's like, "Let's go here," right? I need somebody to come up with the ideas and the itinerary, and just tell me when to buy my ticket.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm normally the planner.
You're the planner?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like getting an idea and then sitting down and actually having a plan for it.
Getting idea. Oh, I do too.
I'm gonna become a planner. That's my
You did
thing.
a really good job for your cabin trip.
I don't consider that a great job.
I feel like you did.
It was okay.
We had the price and everything.
I wasn't
was
totally
all squared
satisfied.
out. We
I
had
wasn't
the
totally
house.
satisfied with everything.
I really wish I could have gone on that. And then, like, on that note, can we have let's do a trip this year? Maybe for my birthday, I'll like make everybody go somewhere.
As
Yeah,
long as it's the
let's do
second
it.
half of the year, because so one of my things is one of my things for accountability is finance this year.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I have goals that I need to hit the first half of the year. So I'm being very frugal
Mhm.
the first 6 months of the year. So travel is probably one of these I'm not doing until the second half of the year. So anything after June, I'm down for.
June 25th.
Bet. Bet.
June 25th. I'll plan something like maybe in state. Nothing we got to fly for. Do we want to fly or do we want to drive?
Hey, what do you want to do?
I'm whatever.
We could do Houston again. No, let's go somewhere different.
No. I don't wanna
Let's
do
go
that.
somewhere random.
Yeah, find
Yeah.
something random.
Like what? Fredericksburg?
Arizona.
Arizona? Oh, Scottsdale. I heard
Arizona would be-
Scottsdale is a
so
vibe.
cool.
That might be fire, actually.
Do you want to do that?
We gotta fly there though. We can't
That's fine.
necessarily drive.
Yeah.
Can we drive? How long is the?
Right.
But driving on trips can be a pain in the ass, only in the sense that like driving home.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
You don't like driving down, if I recall correctly.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather
But I
do
will if everybody's taking turns. I'm not going to be the one person that's like, I'm not going.
Yeah, I'd rather do a 2-hour plane ride than a 5-hour car ride.
Yeah, I'm Googling how far the drive is. And
It's 16 hours.
Oh, we are
so
not driving.
We are
definitely
not
can
driving,
do that.
but it's probably like a 2-hour, 2.5-hour plane ride.
Or
Yeah.
what about Denver?
Denver,
I've been to
that could be a
Colorado
vibe. Or we
Springs
could
or
go to
whatever.
Seattle
That's
and visit,
drivable.
Ooh, Seattle in the summer. Yo.
Donovan,
Yeah.
friend of the pod,
Yeah.
guest.
So we are working on the Let Me Finish trip later this year.
Denver is 11 hours.
Guys, sound off. Where should we go? Please tell us.
Yes.
Let us know in the
let us
comments.
know in the comments.
Please give us the itinerary too. Find the Airbnb. You can come. One lucky winner. It'll be a contest. If you plan our trip for us and we pick you as a winner, you get to come with us.
You
But
just gotta pay for it though.
airfare not included. Yeah.
Or hotel.
Or Airbnb.
food.
Because you can't stay in the Airbnb with us. So
It's so
find your own
wild
lodging.
that we're like talking to our listeners like that. One of my goals was to play my games more this year because
yeah.
I've really been slacking on that. I was playing this game this week, and on Xbox does this really cool thing to if you're playing a game and you want to look for people to play with,
Mhm.
there's a club section, so you can just click on the club to see if anybody has posted if they needed people.
Mhm.
So this girl posted that she was needing 3 people to play this game that I was playing. So
What game?
I sent a request to join her party, and she accepted it and sent me an invite. So I joined, and it was her and some other guy in there, and we just were talking for a little bit and got to know each other. The game that we were playing is called Overcooked 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a multiplayer game where you like work in a restaurant and you cook dishes.
The Bears.
and stuff. Yeah, it gets intense. But we're playing this game and she keeps saying, "Oh my gosh, chat, I'm messing up. Oh my
Chat?
gosh, chat, let me know."
Oh, she's
like
a streamer.
she's a streamer. And I was like,
Oh.
"Are
Oh,
you
she's
streaming
Twitching
this?"
it?
Yeah, or something. I was like, "Are you
Yeah.
streaming right now?"
That's
She was
Twitch.
like, "Oh my gosh, can you hear me?" She's like, "My mic is supposed to mute whenever I'm talking to the chat."
Mhm.
But I guess she forgot to turn off that setting.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So we just kept hearing her say like, "Oh my gosh, chat, I'm fucking up. Oh my gosh, chat, I can't believe this is happening." So
Were you
I
pissed
was
though?
like,
That's
"No,
an
I
invasion
wasn't
of
pissed."
privacy.
But I was like, "Send me the link so I can
Oh.
see the video."
Nice.
She never sent it to me, but I thought that was very interesting.
We should have a let me finish video game stream. That
Yeah.
could be a way that we like get new listeners.
Well, only one of us plays games.
Well, I want to play Overcooked.
Only one.
I'll
of
be the
us?
sous chef.
Do you want to play?
Yeah, I'll be the bus
It's
boy.
multiplayer, so
Can I be the bus boy?
You could come over and play it sometime for sure.
The reason I say that is because I haven't turned my PlayStation on in like 2 months.
Yeah, I mean,
It's one day I'll turn it back on.
Yeah, it's not
about-
part of the.
You don't have to turn it
accountability
on. You
mirror.
could come over and play.
Okay. You know what? I need accountability for that because I'm not going to turn that PlayStation on.
Mm,
So I need to sell it.
I'll buy it.
there you go.
Let
Or
me-
hey, what if I borrow? What if I borrow?
It's like, ugh, I caught
Okay,
the chain.
hey,
I
hey,
didn't,
think
I didn't
about it.
expect him to like.
Yeah.
suck him
That
up.
was too
Right.
much.
Hey, it's not on the market yet, bro.
that was a lot. That was a lot.
Wait, what? Okay, so what if I just like rent it, or what if I just borrow it for a little while?
You can borrow it.
If you're not using it, why not? Because I
Why
want to
not?
get more in games.
Yeah, for sure.
But every time I turn it on, Dom's online, so you can borrow it.
Yeah,
Wow.
He's always-
I'm not always on
How-
one, but
Well,
How are you talking about focus and you're always playing video games?
you are always okay. I don't turn my PlayStation on much, but every time I turn it on, Dom's online.
well, we use the PlayStation for streaming,
Oh, you use the PS4 too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
so
Okay.
my account is on there too.
Okay.
So that's probably what you see. But yeah.
I was like this. I'm like, there was one morning. I swear it was 3 a.m. I'm like, why is he online at 3 a.m.? But
Okay, guys, I know that we have mixed feelings about accountability partners, but let's hold each other accountable to one thing that personally we think that the other person, and you could be shady, but don't be too shady. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Don't be like, I'm holding you accountable. Just quit being a hoe. You know, don't say anything like that.
This is interesting. Yeah.
Or I'm holding you accountable to be a better friend and hang out with me when I want you to.
or
You
like,
know?
I'm gonna hold you accountable to break up with that motherfucker. Like that
Yeah,
type of shit.
Yeah, that type of shit. That type of shit.
We're not doing
We're not
that.
getting personal. We're not getting
doing that.
personal.
So you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay. Dom,
Yes.
I'm going to hold you accountable to be online on your PlayStation a little bit less because Antonio said that you're on at 3 a.m., you're on at 8 a.m., and you say that
We
it could
just
be.
explained that.
I know, but I don't care. Why are you streaming at 3 a.m. anyways? Like if streaming is the case, you know what I'm
Oh.
saying?
And apparently we found out Dom is a Twitch star now. Apparently,
Oh,
Oh, wow,
gosh.
yeah.
I don't even know.
Tell us about that real quick.
But I already did.
when Dom starts
We weren't
calling
recording.
our fans chat, then we know what's up. When Dom starts calling our fans chat,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
what's
not.
up, chat? I hate that, by the way. Not you.
I hate
That.
it too.
It's so
but
weird. Calling
it's
people-
just, ugh, it gives me the ick.
it
That's,
feels
that's
weird.
my ick.
What's up, chat? Hey,
Yeah.
chat. It's like Kai does that, and
Who does that?
Oh, maybe I want to watch anime at 3:00 in the morning. Why is that your business?
Yeah, what are you doing up at 3 a.m.?
Right, to
Antonio?
see me online.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Who
whoa,
are you
whoa,
to
whoa.
judge? Because you weren't
Right,
doing anything
right.
good.
Hold on.
He was probably
Actually-
finishing some deadline though, probably.
actually, I was waking up to go to the gym because I get up really early now, and I'm like, why is Dom still online? So
Oh,
I was waking up
Lord,
to
I
go.
hate
You wake up at 3:00 in the morning to get ready to go to the gym.
Not every day, but I did last week because something happened with my cat. in the
That
bed,
is
so-
gross.
That is disgusting. Like I'm gonna be sick. That leads. No, wait, I think that leads into my accountability for Antonio, which is,
All right.
bro, you're goal based. Like don't be so goal based that you forget to enjoy. And I know that's my word, joy, but like, don't forget to enjoy the fun parts of life because that only makes the accomplishment sweeter and also motivates you because you need some time to take your mind off things sometimes. Like, hate to say it, but like drinking 5 drinks really level sets you the next day and you
Yeah.
forget about your problems.
Yeah, and we want to hold you accountable to have more fun.
Yeah.
I feel like we need you to have more fun in your life, and I think that'll bring the joy that Greg was talking about earlier.
I will. To me, I consider that balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it as work on your balance, and I do need to do that because I can get very. I'm going to use the word militant
Mhm.
when I want to be.
Mhm.
And I've kind of gotten in that state right now just to jump off this year. So I am very militant right now. And I'm like, I've set these really hard standards that I realize that I do need to loosen up on it. But I do have to reach my goals. But yes, I will work on the balance of having some joy, having some fun. And like I joked about earlier, I just want to keep my fun at a certain budget because, just finding ways to do things, have fun without spending a ton of money because I spent so much money in this December. It was disgusting. So
On yourself or
Same.
what?
just in general, like,
On presents for your family?
no, I don't buy gifts.
He was like, no, not a dime.
Presents for your cat.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I did about like Black Friday. There was some stuff on sale on Chewy. I bought him a couple items. Or
Oh,
He's a
whatever.
good boy.
No, he is actually a really good boy. He's annoying at times. He's so good. I've actually learned to really appreciate my cat. Like I appreciate this thing. Like I have a thing I take care of. It's weird. Like I have this thing.
You have a
I don't have a partner. Like I just have this thing that like
Imagine how
And it's low
parents
maintenance
feel.
too. That's like the
Yeah.
level of what,
Imagine how parents feel.
I can-
They have
right? They have a whole
A
thing
whole
to take
human
care
to
of,
take care of.
right?
I mean, granted, I leave that cat when I go on trips. I just leave it in the house for like a week and it'd be fine.
See,
but,
you can't do that with a kid.
No.
Right. So it's a little different. I want to hold us as a podcast accountable to finish the season strong. We took a break, which I think was necessary for holidays, everything going on, but I do
Mhm.
want us to finish this season strong.
Yes,
We are still in season 2. We just took a mid-season break. Yeah, you know what? We took a mid-season break.
Yeah,
We took a mid-season break. We did 5 episodes, right?
it was a mid-season hiatus.
Yeah.
And the thing is, maybe we were just like, we didn't really take a big break between the first season, which was 20 episodes, right?
We took like a
And we-
month.
Yeah,
for-
We
took
took
a
like,
month.
I think 2 months.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, we're about to do another 20 episode season. And we got
Yeah.
to episode 5 and it was the end of the year. We were just kind of like, I think we were not realistic with our goals in this.
So
first-
basically, don't expect to hear an episode every week. You'll be hearing from Let Me Finish breaking news every other week.
But sometimes we could do every week.
Sometimes we could,
But that's just a bonus. That's
it-
don't get
Yeah.
accustomed to that.
but you will get it every other week.
Yes.
And the quality is going to be better. So
Way
think
better.
about that.
Yeah.
Way better.
So that's my accountability for us as a podcast.
I
Let's
accept
finish
it.
Give me something. Shit.
I got you, Greg. I want to hold you accountable for not changing the time for us to meet 30 minutes before we're supposed to meet.
Oh wow, shots fired, but fair.
It's
Honestly,
not even the first time this happens.
No. But listeners, we recorded at this is the first time we've ever recorded in the AM. So we're always
True.
doing it in the afternoon or the evening, right?
True.
And so we thought, like, let's do something different. It's Saturday, and the thing was, I was the one that said 10 a.m. Like, I was the one that picked the time.
You did.
And I woke up at 9 this morning, Antonio. That probably grosses you out, right?
Yeah.
That's late, right?
That was
Gross.
disgusting.
I'm sorry. He's grossed out. That's nasty, like you said about Dom's parents.
That's his ick. I know.
No, that's fair. I called the time and then I woke up and I was like, oh, I got to get my Starbucks. I got to pick up around here. I got to work on my topics. Something to look forward to, guys.
Granted,
But also, to be fair, we are recording in Greg's personal studio, so we got to kind of be respectful. This is. his
But
studio.
I'm a diva.
I don't mind the time changing, but when I don't live in the area, give me at least a 45 minutes to an hour heads up if you think
because you were about to leave. You were about to be
I
out
had
the door.
keys in hand.
But you weren't in your car, so at least you weren't like driving down the highway when Greg is like, "Hey, I need."
And that's why I said I appreciate the heads
Okay.
up before I left. But
But if I had said it like 10 minutes later, you would have been like, come the fuck on.
well, I'm literally on the highway
Yeah,
right now.
fair.
But yeah, I want to hold you accountable.
No, and that's thank you for that. I appreciate that. I hear that. I thank you for that accountability in like in a larger point. Since it is my recording studio, my house, whatever, I'll quit being a diva, I kind of like it's
jacket.
my house, studio's closed for 30 minutes.
You saying that with that jacket on for some reason, saying I'm not a diva. I don't know that jacket gives like butch diva.
It kind of
Bush diva?
Bush diva, yeah. In a
Oh
good way,
yeah,
yeah.
listeners, I got a new jacket and when I put it on, it's my whole personality, bro.
Oh Lord,
Explain it to the listeners. What does it look like?
it's a Carhartt furry jacket. MSRP on this jacket is probably $80.
What's it?
110, but
I'm
it was
like
on like
80.
100
sale. It
I
was
was
on
like 80.
sale. It was like half price. It was originally
Wait,
at
110 was the
300.
sale price?
Yes.
Yeah,
But it was on sale for how much?
110.
In the words of Quincy,
What is
wait,
the original price?
Like maybe 260.
That's wow. Their jackets are so expensive, but it's
But the
probably really
quality.
good quality.
It's warm, and
Yeah.
the thing is, I run hot, so this 30, 20 degree weather been nasty, y'all. We feel your pain. This is the only time I can wear it, so I've been
Yeah.
wearing it every freaking day, and it's like when I put it on, it's who I become. It's my new
Honestly-
swag. It's my Sasha Fierce, if you will.
Honestly, I was a little nervous about coming over here because I did not know what the temperature was going to be.
Oh, I kept it warm, right? Did you walk in and it was cold?
I mean,
I feel
we've
fine.
been sitting here for about 45 minutes. I haven't taken my beanie off. So I feel,
feel
like
fine.
if I take my beanie off, I'm going to be really cold. So I'm going to keep it on.
Nothing's worse than being hot, though.
It feels good in
Oh,
there.
and also I can't keep the heater running while we're recording because then it'll just be like
That's
noise, right? So
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
we
fair.
got to hang out in this meat locker.
So real quick, how much the jacket was 110 on sale?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So that's how much you paid for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the words of Quinta Brunson, who just shout out, she won her Emmy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You got money, Greg.
You got money.
You got money.
I mean, sometimes you got to splurge on
Got
yourself.
some money.
Friend
got
of the
the
pod.
end of the year bonus. You
Yeah.
know, that's nice.
I can't
I
say
didn't get
shit.
one of those,
Wait a
but-
minute. I can't say
Oh,
shit.
I'm
I
sorry.
spent $1,500 on a bike for Christmas for myself, so I
Good.
can't say shit.
You know what?
1,500?
That's good. I mean, I think I will always praise people for making purchases for themselves.
Betterment.
Shop for yourself. You
I need to get a
deserve
bike
it.
too. It's really on my list.
Me
right?
too.
Yeah.
Mine too.
And the bike brings me joy because I love biking. Biking is, I think I talked about it last season, but biking is something I really enjoy, especially like when it's nice outside. It's the one time I can like disconnect from everything and it's just you, your legs pushing on pedals, pushing and pulling. I'm going to get so much use out of that. So that $1,500, it was a lot of money, but I'm going to use the fuck out of that bike this year. So
Can I pay for it in installments?
Can I lease it?
Because
The bike.
all
you probably
2020,
could.
all 2024, if I can get it in installments, it makes me. That's boy math.
Oh,
if I can,
boy math, right?
if I can pay for it in
Yeah.
installments, I got a deal.
If I
You
get
know-
like $30 taken out of my account every
Every
2
2
weeks,
weeks,
I can do that.
I could do that. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
But
Oh.
for a $1,500 bike, that's going to be like for 3 years.
you don't have to spend that much on a bike. I went a little extra, but also shout out to Rocket Money because I'm doing that with my account on Rocket Money. where
Same.
It's
Thank you.
taking, It's taking little bits of money out. I'm just like, just take it. I don't want to see it. Just take it. So shout out
Good.
to Rocket Money.
I want to hold you guys accountable for one more thing before
Oh,
we
what?
finish.
Okay, I think we're done.
No, not yet.
All right, last one.
I want to see my friends more.
Okay, well,
year, fair.
same. But
And I want to like we don't have to go out or spend money or anything like that. Like we can just come over to each other's house. Let's
Chill.
order some pizza. Let's play some games. Let's just chill. Something low key. I want to do that more this year. 'Cause
Okay.
I enjoy
Fair.
Well, mission accepted.
We can do that.
Challenge accepted. But also, this is like I'm looking in the man in the mirror type situation.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm-
waiting for the world to change.
that. Mhm.
You be the busiest out of all of us with social things.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
What?
Not
Why
anymore.
not anymore?
He didn't have.
I don't have volleyball.
Volleyball.
This year, like
He's gonna
I-
be
I'm
offline his
taking this-
PlayStation.
Yeah.
or-
I'm not on the grid as much.
Yeah.
this
If
year,
we don't hear
so-
from Dom, I'll just go on my PlayStation app and be like, he's online right now.
Right?
So,
Yeah, there you go.
If he doesn't answer our like text, just go online and play a game with him and
Oh my
Overcook.
just know if you ever block me on PlayStation too.
Y'all
I can
are
message you.
so annoying.
I'll be like, "Hey chat, have y'all seen? hey chat, have y'all seen Dom? Have y'all seen Dom? I'm looking for my friend Dom. Chat.
Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of Let Me Finish. This has been a great comeback from our hiatus,
Mhm.
and we can't wait for this season to continue.
Yep, we missed y'all. We missed each other. We're ready for more.
But we're back.
2024.
We're back.
We back.